let's into my class to learn more about social studies centers. Hi everyone, these are the centers that I use in my classroom for social studies. This is 1 week of centers that I have out in front of me. This is from the unit I Belong, and the outcome is all about rights. So for Center 1, that's in the social notebook, and that's going to be a real life scenario. So I will photocopy the page for every student. They cut out the rectangle, all of the boxes, and I staple the box at the top, so it's a little flip book. There are 2 examples of rights they have, water and food. They can color the pictures. Then they need to draw a picture and write the word underneath of 2 more rights that they have. When this is completed, I have them glue it into their social notebook. The second center is the reading center. The teacher needs to copy the titles for Reader 1 and Reader 2 and glue onto construction paper. You also need to print off the reading pages for Reader 1 and Reader 2 and glue into the construction paper, and then I laminate for durability. I read this center with the boys and girls as a whole class before completing it as a center activity. Once the students are at a center, they will get into groups, and the Reader 1 group will read what's in yellow for Reader 1, and then the Reader 2 group will read the second part. When centers are completed, I have the boys and girls read this Reader's Theater in front of the class. The third center is always a game. The game for this week is a memory game all about rights. So the teacher needs to print off all of the cards, cut them out, glue them onto construction paper, and laminate. These all go into the center bin. Once students get to the center, they lay them out like this, and then the first person to go will flip over 2 cards, and those ones are not a match, so they're going to flip them back over, and then it's the next student's turn. This student, if they get a match, which they did, so food and food, they get to pick these up and keep the cards. The game continues until all of the cards have been matched and each student has gotten their cards, and the winner has the most matches. The final center is the assessment center. So print off a copy of the assessment page and write all of your students' names in. I have a space for you to do a mark for your real life center as well as your oral center. So I read the teaching problem to the students, then I ask them the guided questions, and I record their answers on the assessment sheet. Then I use those anecdotal notes to give them their mark for social studies and also to determine what I need to teach for the next lessons. So those are the centers for week 7 for the rights. If you're interested in a whole unit, so that's going to be 8 weeks of centers, you can find them all in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. Thanks for listening.